Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hiker Dave here, NE. We had a fantastic weekend here in southeastern Massachusetts. It was so nice. I did some nice hiking and stuff like that. And anyways, how are you, by the way? Thank you so much for coming by. I want to address a couple of comments about the pine cone throwing incident, or alleged throwing incident. I want to make clear I did not see the pine cone thrown at me. I did not see Sam Squamch throw a pine cone at me. I had a couple of great comments that there were maybe a couple of things seen in that video on the left. Also, some other comments where the trail was obviously blocked off, kind of, and all signs pointed to turn around. It was just kind of, stuff was in the way. But I ended up pushing forward, and then, soon after that, I had that interaction. I believe it to be anyways. But I want to mention I had a couple of commenters. The first was Twisted Sister, who always has awesome comments on my videos. She mentioned about a bird possibly flying overhead with a pine cone in its talons or whatever, dropping it. Oh, it fell, and could have, with the momentum of the bird flying overhead over the trail, it gave the illusion of the pine cone traveling horizontal. So I do want to say, this is what I saw in that video. Not in the video. This is what I saw real time. I was talking to you guys. I had the camera faced towards the trail, and I turned it and continued to talk about the diet of Sasquatch. And right away, I never saw the pine cone come far from the left, but it hit my peripheral from my left, right about at waist height. And it came across my knees, across the trail, and landed kind of, you could hear it land in the video. I could clearly hear it hit the ground. I'm so glad that came out. The pine cone itself traveling across my path, you can't see it. I looked and looked and looked. It isn't there because I had the camera on myself like an asshat. Excuse my language. Like a dumbhead. I should have been on the trail with my camera. And I turn the camera on myself at times to kind of relate a little closer to you guys and stuff like that. And so you can kind of... You know what I mean? It's the audio was better when I faced the camera at myself and stuff, and regardless of that, it's a great that could be absolutely possible. I had another commenter that mentioned Pluto platters, mentioned that a pine cone, say on the left side of my trail, right, falls out of a tree and bounces off some branches and takes a crazy bounce that just sends it across in front of me. Absolutely 100% a possibility. And, it's important to me. I felt at the time, you guys, my instinct of that area felt to me like I might not have been alone. I didn't say it in the video. There was a lot of young sapling pines to my left that made great cover if there were something there that wanted to hide itself. And at the time, as I was making the video, I felt, I'm not going to say watched, followed, or anything like that. I just felt a little bit of the hair in the back of my neck standing up. Once I passed that down tree in the trail, and I said, oh, the trail dies out, and then I realized the trail continued past that down fallen tree. Once I had made my way around that, I almost had a trespassing feeling to it. But you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes I have these feelings walking through the woods and nothing comes of it. And I'll say nothing about it. You know what I mean? There's no reason to. There's no, there's nothing there that I can see myself. But these are two solid explanations for a pine cone that doesn't fall straight down, you know, and that in my peripheral, I just caught it as it just started to enter my path. So I only saw it for a couple of feet, but it definitely was traveling across and down. And it wasn't that high when I caught notice of it. And it was really kind of coming down at an angle. It could have absolutely fallen from a tree and pinballed off some branches and then kind of came across my path. Now, I appreciate that, you know, because sometimes I will get tunnel vision out there. You know, not in a literal sense, but, you know, when I, you know, along that trail, I was seeing little sapling breaks and tree leans and stuff like that, and you could see these things on the video. Just go and watch it. There's stuff all around me that's sign. You know what I mean? What I consider sign, my opinion. You know, and I appreciate those comments, and I want, you know, anybody to continue. If I hear a noise and say, oh, you know, or a structure, right? I see a structure and go, man, look at that thing, and you know, I wonder. I want your input to say, Dave, listen, you know, I've seen Boy Scouts build a structure like that, which I've run across that in Massasoit State Park in East Taunton, Massachusetts, where, you know, I have found out that some of those structures out there, at least two, one I'm positive of, was built by Boy Scouts. But it's right on a trail. I mean, it was kind of an obvious type deal. But I appreciate it, Pluto Platters, and Twisted Sister, as always. You're always good for a laugh, and I really appreciate your feedback from everybody. And your support is very, very much appreciated and welcomed. And, you know, I'm not crazy. I will not just say everything is Bigfoot, and you guys know me now. All you guys have seen a bunch of my videos. I don't try to make like everything's Bigfoot. Thank you very much, guys, for giving me your feedback. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you definitely soon on the next one.